nothing in the back after. All the gold was in certain ones in the front. Could have wrapped in the front.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. So you got hills there.
Yeah.
Now we're going into a bit of a gully where it's been cut. This quartz here,
Yeah.
according to where these rock formations, you can actually see from that hill there, the big quartz are over there, right?
Yeah.
So the big quartz are over there, so you might as well say
Comes from that hill.
that comes from that hill. But if the big quartz are on that side,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably come from that hill. So probably he never produced. Maybe he produced it. That's what you got to use your legs, use your metal detector, get out, and look where it is, where it could be anywhere, you know. And by the looks of these rocks, the ironstone, the quartz, everything, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, it's a good little area to come out and metal detect on this type of stuff.
And the quartz is really old, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the milky look, and naturally something else is going to stick to it. So like on the quartz going on the ironstone, so that means the gold will stick in the quartz, and then after, when the iron was too heavy to go any further, the quartz could have cracked up away from the ironstone after.
Yeah.
And then when the quartz got the flow of the water,
Yeah.
and then afterwards they could have been rolling and hit another rock, and the pressure could have been too much, and the quartz had just got the gold has just gone back out of the hole.
Falling out, yes.
Just like your eyeball.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you got no eyeball. See, that's it. The force, the pressure and the force.
Yeah.
Do it. Hill.
Hill. Yeah.
Hills around you.
Yeah.
So what are these bloody hills? Must have produced them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got 7. Say if you got 7 hills and you're smack in the middle of
That's
those
right.
hills.
Yeah, you're going to find it.
Yeah,
but you're going to find out which hill it come from.
That's right. That's where the works comes in.
Yes.
Off with your, get your legs going like a motor.
Yeah.
And start metal detecting all over the area. Then you look around and say, look, I was closer to that hill.
Yeah.
Right? All the gold that I got was closer to that hill.
Yeah.
So, you might also say, it's come from that one.
Yeah.
So, out of 7 hills, mostly be possible saying, out of 7 hills, 2 to 3 were active. The rest were just nothing. But they might have produced the quartz. But as the force goes through the ground, right?
Yeah.
But nothing in the back after. All the gold was in certain ones in the front. Could have wrapped in the front.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. So you got hills there.
Yeah.
Now we're going into a bit of a gully where it's been cut. This quartz here,
Yeah.
according to where these rock formations, you can actually see from that hill there, the big quartz are over there, right?
Yeah.
So the big quartz are over there, so you might as well say
Comes from that hill.
that comes from that hill. But if the big quartz are on that side,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably come from that hill. So probably he never produced. Maybe he produced it. That's what you got to use your legs, use your metal detector, get out, and look where it is, where it could be anywhere, you know. And by the looks of these rocks, the ironstone, the quartz, everything, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, it's a good little area to come out and metal detect on this type of stuff.
And the quartz is really old, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the milky, look, I'll show you. You can actually see that quartz, right?
Yeah.
Now, look at how that's only just a insect, right? But you see, something, you can actually see something's been inside this one.
Yeah.
And got squashed in.
Yeah.
And after this has been hitting, right, whatever was in there, just
Falling out.
falling out.
Could have been a bit of iron.
Could have been anything, mate. But that's it. See how really milky that quartz is?
Yeah.
That's the sort of quartz, not the crystal ones.
Yeah.
Not the crystal quartz where you can almost see through it.
Yeah.
This is the fella.
Yeah.
This is the milky quartz.
Yeah.
See how that little bit of quartz, look,
Yeah.
is sitting in the other one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And that's,
Could be something inside that.
well, you don't know. You don't know. That's the point. But there's little holes and all the way around it.
Yeah.
So he's been just going like that,
But,
rolling down the hill.
but the only problem is, I want to take him home.
You want to take him home?
Yeah.
That's why I stopped. That means.
Okay. Go.
See, what it is that forms the hills mostly is when the volcanic eruption, it had so much force behind it, it didn't all mostly come out from the top. It pushed itself out from the sides to make it like veins.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the old prospect were looking for, the veins.
Okay.
Because in the veins, that's where all the gold would be glued to it all the way along for maybe 200, 300, 400 metres.
Yeah.
It could have forced itself right through. But all the ironstone and that is being mostly on the outside of the ironstone is the formation of the volcano on the outside. That's the strength of it on the outside. So what's going to explode is the force that makes the ironstone and that just disintegrate like dynamite.
Yeah.
Just goes. Now when that does happen, the lava and the gold or whatever it was connected to, say, just gets glued, and as it comes down, it just cools off.
Yeah.
And that's it. And after a while, the weather comes, rain, heat, and all of a sudden you can get, I've seen a rock that like this together.
Yeah.
And I've gone up and just went,
Poof. Yeah, falling apart, yeah.
falling apart, because the falling apart means it's been cold, hot, raining, so it just absolutely just split the wood, split the rock. But when you see a lot of sand, one time these sand were rocks, they were just kudnis.
Yes.
Yeah, and over the millions of years again, volcano, so as it was actually coming down, it collected all the sand and the rocks reformed again.
Yeah.
And that just went on for millions and millions of years. But all these rocks here, mostly here, like the dinosaur ones I showed you before, that is about the middle of the earth, where everything started to
Cool down. Oh.
go. The volcanics just disappeared.
Yeah.
They just disappeared. And that's, beginning of the earth is down here. I've got the maps in there, where it started off with the earth, and then basalt is the green from the inside the volcano. Then you've got what do you got? Latitoid rocking formations. Now the latitoid, see that rough? If you can see over there, how rough those rocks are, right? See how rough those rocks are over there?
Yeah.
These ones over here, right. Now, these rocks are going back, say, about the middle of the earth at the time when it happened. And what's happening is the weather is just the rain, the heat, the cold just made these rocks disappear from the hills itself.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened.
Yeah.
So they deteriorated off the side of the hills, right? And brought all the quartz from the inside the actual hill itself, and it just rolled down here, and that's how we get our alluvial gold.
Yeah.
And it just goes. There could have been a big flood here one time, and then it was massive. It was absolutely massive here. So what's happening is some of these vectors.